So in the last video y'all saw, we were in Philadelphia. So just the little backstory of how we ended up in Pennsylvania. That this is the 5th year in a row that me and Lisa and Heather and Troy, our best friends, we go somewhere for New Year's. Somewhere typically with a drop. We started 5 years ago at the Moon Pie Drop in Mobile, Alabama, which was cool. If you hadn't done that, you need to do it. Then we went to the Beach Ball Drop in Panama City. Then the Music Note Drop in Nashville, which was great. I mean, there's 100,000 people there. Keith Urban did a concert all night. It was great. Then we went to a drop that was going to be in Savannah, Georgia. About the time we rolled into town, heard on the radio that everything had been canceled due to COVID, so we ended up out on the beach at Tybee Island watching fireworks go off at midnight, which was cool. And then last year there wasn't really any drops available with all the COVID stuff going on, so we went to Helen, Georgia and Dahlonega, Georgia just to see it, just to tour the town. Came back with COVID, so all 4 of us, so that wasn't great. This year we chose to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, which they do a little different. Instead of a drop, they raise the Hershey Kiss up at midnight, and that's what you count down to. So day 1 was in Philadelphia, day 2 was in Hershey. So we start out the day in the Hershey Museum, learn the history of the company, the story of Milton Hershey, which actually started out doing caramel, not chocolate. Was actually very wealthy from selling caramel, but in his mind, chocolate was the future, not caramel. So sold that company, started what we all know now as Hershey. Heard his life story and what all he's done. He donated basically most of his fortune to underprivileged kids in the community around there. What he did for the people that worked for him was incredible. So it's a good story. We went to the chocolate lab, made our own little chocolate bars, which was pretty cool. You'll see that in the video. Then we went to the Hershey Park, which is a massive, basically it's an entertainment complex. There's a sports field there, a theme park, which is, New Year's Eve, this winter, the theme park wasn't going, but they had this massive store, a few stores actually, that, if you want something with Hershey or any kind of chocolate, candy bar logo, whatever, if you want it, you can get it there. I don't care if it's t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, baby clothes, dog collars, coffee cups. They got a logo on it and you can buy it there. The store was crazy. It was packed. People were just buying stuff right and left. It was insane. But the complex itself, like I said, has a sports field there, the theme park, I think an IMAX theater, some basically like a museum ride that you go through and ride. We didn't squeeze all that in. We basically went to the museum and the store. Went to the museum and the store, and then went back to the house for a little while. Came back into Hershey that night for the raising of the Hershey Kiss at midnight. So we did the countdown there, which was cool because the weather cooperated. It didn't rain. It wasn't really cold. The live music was good. The crowd was big. It went on for blocks. I don't know how many people was actually there, but all in all, it was good. So that you'll see that in the video, and we'll catch back up with you here in a little bit. So we made our way into the chocolate lab. made our own little chocolate bars. And we bag them up and take them with you. And they say chocolate lab on them. So we left the Hershey story. We are now at Hershey Park. This place is massive. Yeah, let's keep looking around. So this place, this place is crazy. So we're back in Hershey for the raising of the Hershey Kiss. There it is.
Seconds to go until 2022. We're down to 15 seconds. Kiss is getting closer to the top with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So after ringing in New Year's last night in Hershey, it's now New Year's Day. We got up this morning, went and ate breakfast, and rode out to Gettysburg. Wasn't really part of our trip. This wasn't planned. We kind of figured out once we got in Pennsylvania how close we were. We wanted to do it. So we did ride out to the national park. It was closed, being New Year's Day. But luckily, there's an app that you can download and do a driving tour. You drive your own car. It goes in order through all the battlefields, and at each one of those stops, it gives you the story behind it, the military strategy, where they were at, who was basically winning the war at that time or at that battle. And it's basically Bluetoothing through your car speaker. So you're in your car with a tour guide with you, which was great. I didn't realize how massive it was, the whole battlefields and everything that's there, and the number of monuments and memorials. And we went there basically to see the spot where Abraham Lincoln gave the Gettysburg Address. Unfortunately, by the time we got through our part of the tour, it was dark. You'll see a little bit of it in the video, but it's dark and you really can't tell. But that's why we started to go there, just to see that. And then found out it was so much more when we got there. It was rainy, cloudy, the air was heavy. I mean, you just feel it through all the battlefields, through all the loss of life and sacrifice that went on in those fields. You still feel it, or we did. We just felt it, that it was heavy, but had no idea how much was there. We want to go back sometime when it's better, spring or summer, spend a day or two there. There is that much to see there and to learn about a big part of the history of our country that is important, and we don't talk about it a lot. No one talks about it anymore, but it was very impressive. They did a fantastic job of making that a national park and keeping as much of it historically accurate as they could. So you'll see that. We'll go through some videos, and like I said, I don't have any thought in my head that the videos that you're going to see will do it justice. It's just that impressive and that historic, and it's worth a trip up there. So if you get a shot, go check it out.
We're 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 1
All right, that's going to wrap up our tour of Pennsylvania. So if you liked that video, enjoyed watching it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. We're going to try and grow the channel and keep posting videos and see where we go. I don't have anything lined up to post next. I don't know what it'll be. We'll find something. I'm still on crutches. I'm still in a cast, so it's either crutches or a knee scooter, so can't get out and do a whole lot. But who knows? We'll find something. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.